If there's one thing that constantly gets hate, it's celebrities using surrogates to carry their babies. But do they really deserve the amount of criticism they receive? How did Lily Collins' husband protect her amid the slur? Why was the surrogacy process hard for Kim Kardashian?
I'm just rolling with it, and it is what it is.
And what traumatic experience made Paris Hilton fear childbirth? Let's see. Lily Collins and Charlie McDowell. Soon after the actress and the director married in 2021, they wanted to start a family and share their love with someone else.
I've learned a lot about love through getting married and finding my person and my husband, about unconditional love, just someone loving you because you're you.
The happy couple welcomed their baby daughter this January and called her Tove Jane McDowell. In the same post, Lily and Charlie revealed that she was born through a surrogate. And soon enough, they faced a wave of criticism. People accused Lily of being vain and caring too much for her body. Some even said that surrogate mothers are a baby shop for celebrities. In fact, this kind of shopping is quite expensive, and stars have to pay extra to ensure privacy. According to reports, the whole process costs from $100,000 to $200,000, and the surrogate gets $30,000 to $50,000 out of it. But most importantly, it is a legal way to start a family. So it was logical that Lily's husband stepped up to comment on the hate. It's okay to not know why someone might need a surrogate to have a child. It's okay to not know the motivations of a surrogate, regardless of what you assume, Charlie wrote in a post. He said that people should spend less time spewing hateful words into the world. And sweetly enough, the new father added that he had to go change his baby daughter's diaper. Lily and Charlie post many photos of their baby on social media, but they never shared why they decided to use a surrogate. And to be honest, it doesn't matter. Whatever the reason, it's their personal business, and the main thing is that they're happy.
What's been the highlight of these first few months?
Being a mom. Seeing her smile.
At the same time, the next couple was more open about their journey. Olivia Munn and John Mulaney. In September last year, the couple welcomed their second child via surrogate, and it was one of the rare cases when this kind of decision wasn't faced with criticism, all because the couple's fans knew about Olivia's recent challenges. In April 2023, the actress was diagnosed with an aggressive form of breast cancer. She had both of her breasts and ovaries removed, which made it impossible for her to carry another child. Before starting the treatment, Olivia froze her eggs, and as soon as she could, she and her husband started looking for a surrogate. According to the actress, the most important thing for her was that the woman understood her decision. When Olivia found a perfect candidate, she was beyond happy. She's an incredible mother, an incredible human being, an incredible friend, just wonderful, the actress described her. While the surrogate was still pregnant, Olivia and John tied the knot. It was a small ceremony with only their first son, Malcolm, and a few closest friends. And the actress was sad that their daughter wouldn't be there. So John came up with the sweetest thing.
He found this vintage locket, and he put her sonogram picture inside so that we had it on and he surprised me with that.
That's just the sweetest gift. And these days, the couple are happy to raise their baby girl, May June Mulaney.
She wakes up happy every single time she wakes up.
Aww.
She's just the sweetest little girl.
Olivia and John's journey is an example of how understanding can win over criticism. But is there a reason to disapprove of the next couple? Chrissy Teigen and John Legend. Their decision to use a surrogate came after a long and challenging period. In 2020, the famous couple lost their third son, Jack, because of pregnancy complications. The news about this heartbreaking event was met with both support and criticism. Some people didn't like how raw and open Chrissy and John were about their loss. They couldn't understand how she could take photos at such a painful moment, and assumed that all she wanted was publicity. But Chrissy later opened up about why she did it. She said that her husband wasn't comfortable making these photos, yet she insisted. "I knew I needed to know of this moment forever, the same way I needed to remember us kissing at the end of the aisle, the same way I needed to remember our tears of joy after Luna and Miles," the model confessed. And she didn't care that people hated those photos.
You learn so much in the moments where you do lose so much. You lose it all. Your world is kind of turned upside down.
Fearing that she couldn't carry another baby, the model and her husband decided to find a surrogate. But surprisingly, she managed to get pregnant almost simultaneously. Both gave birth in 2023, Chrissy to a baby girl and her surrogate to a boy. He was named Ren Alexander as a nod to the surrogate's name, Alexandra. Sadly, haters couldn't let the happy family enjoy the moment and started criticizing them again. Some said that she rented someone out to have another baby for a photo op, and others were wondering how much she paid for her new child. Yet it no longer mattered for Chrissy because she was happy.
I feel so good. I feel very clear-headed.
She admitted that she'd always wanted to have 4 kids, and now her dream has come true. So let's be happy for her and talk about Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas. The actress has dreamed of being a mom her whole life.
Babies as many as God would give us.
But sadly for Priyanka, it turned out that she couldn't carry her baby by herself. So the famous couple found a surrogate. Their baby girl was born premature at only 6 months and needed special care for weeks. Priyanka and Nick were very worried about her health and life. She was so small, smaller than my hand, the actress revealed. She added that she and Nick visited her every day, taking her to lie on their chests by turn. No one knew if she'd make it. After over 100 days in intensive care, they could finally take their baby home. Priyanka then shared that the challenge showed her how precious and perfect every moment is.
I think our daughter is the best gift that we've ever received.
She and Nick named their baby girl Marie Chopra Jonas. But right after the couple announced that they had their child through a surrogate, they started getting hateful comments. People blamed Priyanka for not wanting to ruin her body, outsourcing her pregnancy, and renting a womb out of vanity. So, the actress chose to explain her decision. I had medical complications. This was a necessary step, she shared. After so many years of dealing with haters, Priyanka knew how to react to the criticism.
Haters gonna hate, potatoes gonna potate, roti's gonna rotate. Who cares? You do what you do.
Along with Nick, she raises her daughter in as much privacy as possible, and she wants to help Malti become the best version of herself. If you want to know more about this couple and other celebrities, subscribe to OSSA before we move on to Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. The ex-couple has 4 kids together. The first 2 were carried by Kim herself, but in both cases, she had serious complications.
My pregnancy has been so tough. I don't know how much more bad news I can handle.
So doctors said that it would be unsafe for her to get pregnant again. This is why Kim and Kanye found a surrogate to give birth to their other 2 children, Chicago and Psalm. Although it was pretty clear that they needed a surrogate because they worried about Kim's health and even life, there were still a lot of people criticizing their decision. Some suggested that it was just an easy way out for the celebrity. But Kim refuted this idea, saying that the surrogacy process was emotionally challenging for her.
I think it's so much harder to go through it this way because you're not really in control.
And she added that the countless reports about her personal life were too invasive. Despite all the challenges, Kim was thankful to the woman who carried the babies for her.
Really is such a protecting person, and I really trust that in her. So I feel really calm and at ease.
And she immediately felt as connected to her children, born via surrogacy, as to those she carried herself. Now let's talk about another couple who had other reasons for using a surrogate. Neil Patrick Harris and David Burtka. Before becoming parents to their twins, Harper and Gideon, the famous couple had long considered starting a family.
We really, really wanted kids.
Yes.
Like, we really had thought it through financially, emotionally, relationship-wise.
What they ended up doing was using an anonymous egg donor and a surrogate. Both gave their sperm to fertilize 2 separate eggs and implant 2 embryos. This means that one of their twins is Neil's biological child, and the other is David's. But they never wanted to determine which one was related to whom, because it didn't matter. We are their parents, and I love them both implicitly, Neil explained. Fans mostly supported the couple's decision to have babies, but there was also a great deal of criticism. For a large part, it was because of how many people still don't like seeing homosexual couples with children. Of course, Neil and David were ready for that. They explained more than once that their children came into their life with nothing but love.
The way that they were brought into this world was very unique and weirdly scientific, and the technology involved in it, I think, is remarkable.
Since becoming parents, Neil and David share a lot about their family life, and they make it clear that it's filled with joy and love. So it's safe to say that their openness has led to a broader acceptance of same-sex couples. Share what you think about it, and let's move on to Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban. Even though she adopted 2 kids in her previous marriage, the actress still wanted to have her own child. And when she got married to Keith, it finally happened. Nicole gave birth to their daughter, Sunday Rose, when she was 41.
I can't believe that's what's happened in my life.
2 years later, the famous couple welcomed another daughter, Faith, this time with the help of a surrogate mother. But not all fans shared their happiness. The criticism stemmed not from the very fact of using a surrogate or paying someone else for giving birth to the child. Some people hated that Nicole and Keith called their surrogate a gestational carrier. According to them, it dehumanized that woman and turned her into just a room for your embryonic needs. Later, Kidman spoke up to explain why she called her like this. Turns out, the actress only wanted to be more accurate. The term gestational carrier is used if it's your biological child, and if it isn't, then you use surrogate, she said. Whatever the correct term is, Nicole added that she was the most wonderful woman. So it looks like in this case, haters shouldn't have overthought the whole thing. And how about the next couple? Paris Hilton and Carter Rome. Both children of the couple, son Phoenix and daughter London, were born via surrogacy only a few months apart. Indeed, it sparked a lot of hateful comments, especially since the celebrity used IVF to choose her baby's genders. Paris addressed the criticism, openly discussing her decision to use a surrogate. She explained that it was caused by her past trauma and a need for privacy. The celebrity revealed that her experience of abuse at Provo Canyon School during her teenage years left her scarred.
They were so vicious and sadistic. Being abused in a doctor's setting has made me have such post-traumatic stress disorder.
Ever since then, Paris has been afraid of all kinds of medical procedures, including giving birth. Later, witnessing a childbirth scene during the filming of The Simple Life reinforced her fears about pregnancy. I just knew that would not be healthy for me or the baby. Growing inside of someone who has such high anxiety, she said. Interestingly, Paris wore a prosthetic baby bump at home while her surrogate was pregnant. By doing that, she wanted to experience certain aspects of carrying a child. Although she knew that it was a silly thing to do, it was still emotionally fulfilling to the star. But even when her babies were already home with her, haters didn't let Paris live happily ever after. They assumed the celebrity didn't care for her kids because they looked at her like a stranger. But Paris insisted that she and her husband spend time with their children every day, and she enjoys being a mother.
Fills my heart up with so much love, and I just feel like my life is finally complete.
The next star is also happy with her motherhood journey, Amber Heard. Shortly before her huge defamation court case against Johnny Depp began, the actress shared the big news. She posted a photo of herself with her baby and captioned it, "I hope we arrive at a point in which it's normalized to not want a ring in order to have a crib." Amber added that her daughter's name is Una Page, but never shared who her father was. All we know is that the baby girl was born via surrogacy. Later, a supposed friend of the actress revealed why Amber wanted to become a mother. Allegedly, she did it to secure herself in case she became financially troubled. The unnamed friend added that when Amber was dating billionaire Elon Musk, they decided to freeze their embryos. So he may be Una's father. And it's suggested that she might want to use the girl to get money out of him. Since the actress stays away from the spotlight these days, she hasn't commented on the rumors. But we know that she's raising her daughter in Spain, where she moved after the court case was over. And very recently, Amber welcomed 2 more kids into her family. On Mother's Day this year, the actress shared a post about her new twins, daughter Agnes and son Ocean. "Becoming a mother by myself and on my own terms, despite my own fertility challenges, has been the most humbling experience of my life," she wrote in the caption. So it's safe to assume that the twins were born through a surrogate as well. But since Amber doesn't share much with the public these days, it's unclear if we'll find out for sure. And what do you think about celebrities using surrogate mothers to carry their babies? Share in the comments below, and then watch other videos on OSSA.